Okay, in this video we're going to be working with media, so how to search for like a Google image, add them to your project, make transitions, and fade in and out. So let's first go find an image. So I've got the internet open here, and I've just searched for landscapes. One trick or tip you could do is to click on Tools, and then when you go to Tools you can pick the size. And so if you're just doing any size, some of these images are going to be so small that by the time you enlarge them to fill the screen in your video, that they're going to be grainy and they're not going to look good. So you may just want to click on large. And then as you find an image, you could click on it, right click, and save image as, and then put it where you want it to go. Then I'm going to select where it goes. I'm going to go to my H drive, and I'm going to use a folder that's the same folder for everything that goes into the project, which we're going to talk more about at a later time. So go into this class. I'm going to use the training video folder, and we'll just call this, what's that look like? Lake. And it's a JPEG, which is an image file. It's saved. Let's get one more while we're at it here. We'll just take that. And this is big too, 1184 by 670. Right click, save image as. Let's go into the same spot, ocean. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Movie Studio, and the way we bring in any type of media, and media would be defined as anything you hear and anything you see. We're going to go Project Add Media, or there's an Add Media button potentially open. Now you're going to find the folder in which you saved it to. And I've got Lake, and I can hold Control down and select more than one image and hit Open. It's going to bring them into my Project Media. And then you can bring in the lake. It's going to bring it in for a default amount of time. Looks like it's bringing it in for 6 seconds right now. That can be changed, which you're going to learn later on. And then you can bring in the ocean. So if you play that and you watch it, and don't worry about the black right now, that's going to be something we talk about in the future. It's just going to do a cut from one to another. So the other thing we were going to be looking at doing here was how to make a transition, and that's how we go from one thing to another thing. And so right now, whenever they're just butt together like that, it's just a cut. If you want to do some kind of transition, you can overlap it. So if you drag this over the top, you can see the amount of time it's overlapping. That's 1 second. You can customize this any way you want. There's almost 2 seconds there. Just do exactly 2. There you go. And then this little X in the middle is showing that it's overlapping. By default, when you overlap 2 different things, it gives you what's called a crossfade. So now watch. It just crossfades from one to the next. Okay. And we might as well just fix this picture here while we're at it. We can go to Event Pan Crop on the image that has the black bars. And let's go up to our preset here, and let's make it, it's probably 16 by 9, but it might not be, so we'll see. Nope, didn't quite do it. So let's go to 185 to 1. Now it's almost making it stand out there. Now, if you don't have it perfect, it's okay. So that's that transition. Now there is a transitions tab also with all kinds of different ones that we can use. My personal opinion is less is more. So I think the crossfade is not distracting, and some of these can be extremely distracting. But if you drag this onto the overlap, it's going to change it to the 3D fly in, and then when you watch it, it's going to give you that effect as a transition. So that's not quite as subtle as this. That is a little more peaceful to me. But okay. The last thing we were going to talk about in here is how to fade in and out. I'm going to show you how to fade out, and then I'll teach you how to fade in as well. So at the end of a scene, the way it's going to end right now is it's going to play it and go to black. And black is just basically there's nothing there. And so if you go down here, normally we edit in this normal mode. If we go to fade, what it'll do is it'll allow you to go up to this top corner at the end of this scene, and then it'll drag back. And it's showing this slope here, and it's basically going to go from completely transparent, you can see the image completely, to slowly fading to black. And so when you watch this, it just kind of dials it down. It just kind of ends and feels like it's over. So that's the end of this video.